The following program does not necessarily reflect the opinions and viewpoints of the staff and management of this station.
Welcome to the wonderful world of seniors, the best of all worlds. You now have the time, resources, and ability to enjoy what you have worked for all your life. So let's explore the many possibilities available to seniors on Senior World Radio. Senior World Radio is your source for senior citizens-related topics, information, and entertainment. Now, here is your host of Senior World Radio, Glenn Howard.
Thanks for joining me this new year in Senior World Radio. 7 years ago, we started this show to focus on the wonderful world of seniors. Seniors today are living longer. In fact, the Social Security Administration table indicates that life expectancy for men at age 65 is an additional 17.5 years. For women at age 65, that expectancy is another 20.2 years. Not only do seniors live longer, they have better health to enjoy these additional years. They also have greater resources with personal retirement income, personal savings, continued earnings, government income, many other sources that make it pleasant to be a senior. For example, one of our sponsors, the UT Phone Company, offers qualified seniors the opportunity to have a personal telephone in their home for less than $2 a month, and also offers unlimited internet connection for about $35 a month. If you want more information about this, just give me a call at 877-875-0990, and I'll certainly send you more information about it. That number again is 877-875-0990. One of the real privileges of this job, though, is the opportunity I have to meet such wonderful people. I get a chance to visit senior centers, to go out to retirement communities, any place there are seniors, and visit with some of the most interesting people. A few days ago, I went down to Moore, Oklahoma. There's a place over there on the east side of town called the Brand Senior Center, located right there in Moore. It's a wonderful facility. I had lunch with some great people, had an opportunity to talk to them a little bit and ask some questions about them, their attendance at the Brand Senior Center, the things they do, the places they've been. I found it a lot of fun just talking to them. So I pulled a microphone out of my pocket, stuck it in front of some of them, and just had a chance to hear some of their ideas and thoughts and shared those with you. So right now, why don't you join me? We're going to go down to the Brand Senior Center in Moore, Oklahoma, and meet some wonderful seniors today. And the lady who does the cooking around here, a lady by the name of Suzanne. Suzanne, how long have you been with the Brand Center?
I've been here a year and a half.
Year and a half. And feeding this many people is probably quite a chore, I would think.
We feed about 200 a day. 95 to 100 for home delivery, people that can't get out of their houses,
okay.
And then another 80 to 100 a day, people that come into the center and just have a time to visit with friends and play cards and play dominoes and get a hot lunch.
I think
now,
fantastic.
We don't actually cook here. The food's cooked at the senior center in Norman and comes up by truck.
Okay. So then what you do is you serve it to them.
So we just serve the food, yeah.
What kind of cost do the seniors have to pay for a meal like this?
It's a donation. We suggest a $2.25 donation.
Okay.
And there's 6 items on the tray always.
So a typical meal would be what?
An entree, 2 vegetables, a dessert that's usually canned fruit, slice of bread, and a box of milk.
Okay. So most of the people who are coming here, I presume, are probably coming primarily for what, economic reasons? Simply
I think they come for social reasons. You get tired of being in the same box and you want to see people and talk to people. But I think the hot meal is probably the best meal of the day for quite a few people. I know personally, when I cook for myself, I tend to make just 1 or 2 items.
Right.
It's a tomato soup and a cheese sandwich because it's not worth the trouble to cook for one person.
So the ability to get together with their friends. I noticed when I came in today, there was a lot of entertainment. A young lady was doing several different types of dances, and the people were really enjoying that. Do you have a lot of entertainment activities?
We do. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we have exercise, and Wednesday afternoons there's line dancing, and once or twice a month. We have bingo. We have a retirement center that provides us with cobbler once a month. We have live bands probably 3 times a month. So, yeah, we have things going on.
Well, it was a lot of fun watching the people's response. This young lady who was dancing today, probably, I would guess, maybe a junior high or possibly a high school age girl.
Yeah, she's the granddaughter of one of our regulars.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
So the granddaughter come around to entertain, and everybody loved it.
Yep. They're out of school right now, so
I see.
I don't know how much she volunteered and how much she got drafted.
Trying to make Grandma happy.
Well, if you're a dancer, it doesn't hurt to perform an extra time in front of an audience.
That's very true.
Nobody there's going to criticize your mistakes if you're working on a new routine. They're going to all love it.
Right. Susan, how did you get involved with this? What's your background?
I'm a retired school teacher.
Really?
So
Teaching what?
Teaching high school math.
High school math.
So when I retired, I found I had too much time and I wanted to do something
Right.
that made a difference whether you did it or not, something that helped people. And this fit the bill for me.
Yeah, I would think so. One of the things that I found so interesting is that people love to get together and talk and tell stories and reminisce, and just it's almost a party atmosphere around the meal, isn't it?
It is, and when you sit down and talk to people, it is amazing how much knowledge and talent sits in the room with you. Anything you want to know about, you can find out about. When I retired, one of the things I wanted to do was learn to knit, and there was someone there who was happy to sit down and teach me to knit. But if you wanted to fix airplanes, there's somebody out there who's fixed airplanes. Whatever you want, there's someone that's done it.
And I noticed there's a quilting group back there. They do a lot of arts and crafts and all kinds of things. Is this at their own expense, or is this provided by the city or government? What's the funding for?
The quilters sell the quilts.
Okay.
For usually between $200 and $300 a quilt.
Right.
They take back whatever they spent for the materials, but then the rest of it's donated for gas for the bus.
Okay. So that covers the cost. The Brand Center itself, what's the basis of funding for it?
It's city-owned.
It is city, by the city of Moore.
Right. And a year ago, last January, they built on a new addition at the back. And I don't know if you went to the back. I can walk you there later.
Okay.
There's 3 pool tables set up in a pool room back there.
Okay. So this is not just a feeding station. This is a all-day senior activity center?
Yeah, there's an arts and crafts center, and someone comes and teaches wood carving twice a week, and someone teaches painting twice a week. And
Okay, and also I notice, in fact, you've got several other rooms around, including a library. I saw some people in there looking around trying to find some books. Seems like there's also a lot of just activities that they can be involved in, all type of things. Do you find, though, that most of the people, are they regulars? Do they come every day, or is this something come and go? What kind of experiences are you
There's
seeing
probably
with that?
200 people I would call regulars, but there are probably not more than 100 people here any given day.
Okay.
But there are 200 people that probably come half the time.
And most of these people are people who are just retired and lonely, and also enjoying a low-cost meal, I guess.
Certainly there are a few that are on a really tight budget, and a low-cost meal is their main thing.
Yeah.
There are probably more that people to talk to and play with and, things to do is more important than the meal. Some people even bring their lunch.
Oh, really?
So they're not eating our hot lunch. They bring a lunch with them, but they want to
have
see people
fellowship.
and be with people. Yeah, fellowship.
That's great. I was down here a few months ago. We brought that big map of Israel and laid it out there in that side room, and I was amazed. There's a lot of people with a lot of Bible knowledge. When I started talking about the places and locations on the map, they knew the stories. They knew what was going on. So this is certainly a very intellectual, educated group. The only commonality, I guess, is they're all seniors. Is there an age?
Consistently, when someone said we should pray for this person,
Right.
good things come out of it. There's a very powerful prayer group here.
Interesting. Do they? Well, I was talking to a few gentlemen who, particularly veterans, seems to me like you're pretty well equally divided between men and women. Is that true, or do you have more ladies than you do men coming here?
I'd say it's pretty equal.
Pretty well equal. That's what I thought. Well, Suzanne, I really appreciate your taking a little bit of time to visit with me today. We want to get a chance to meet a few people here, but I'm very impressed with the Brand Community Center.
It's nice. We have at least 2 guys that come from Yukon once a week on Wednesday to play pool because they don't have pool at their senior center, and they go to theirs in Yukon 4 days a week, but they come here 1 day a week because this one's better and nicer.
So not everybody here's from Moore.
No, there is one guy that rides a bicycle, an electric bicycle from Noble.
Really?
Every day. So, yeah, so there are people that come from distances.
That's quite a trip indeed. Suzanne, thank you so much for visiting with me. Your last name was what?
Hodson.
Suzanne Hodson,
Yes.
retired school teacher.
Yep.
Working in the Brand Community Center, Moore, Oklahoma. Thanks so much for visiting with me. I appreciate it.
It was good to meet you.
Thank you now.
Goodbye.
Hey, we got to take a break. We'll be coming right back in just a minute, but hang around because we're going to get a chance to visit with a few more of these wonderful seniors down here at the Brand Senior Center in Moore, Oklahoma. Don't go away.
You're nobody till somebody loves you.
Have you ever had a problem, but it seemed like there was no one who could help? You spent hours calling around, being referred from one place to the next. Well, not anymore. I want to tell you about a free and easy-to-use service in Oklahoma. 211 is a simple 3-digit phone number to get help or to give help when you don't know where to turn. Dialing 211 only takes a minute, and you are connected with a caring Oklahoman who will help you find the assistance you've been looking for. With access to over 13,000 programs, Heartline 211 can connect you to local resources for many different needs, including health care, food, counseling, rent assistance, disability assistance, job services, and much more. 211 is a service of Heartline, a United Way partner agency. 211, the right first call to get help or give help 24 hours a day.
Hi, my name's Jason Ledlow, president of UT Phone, the ultimate telephone service. We're proud to be a sponsor of Senior World Radio with Glenn Howard. UT Phone is dedicated to providing Oklahomans affordable telephone service all across our great state. We have Lifeline home phone service starting at just $1.95. That's right, just $1.95, and most of Oklahoma's seniors qualify for this reduced home phone service. They get to keep their old home phone number, and it even includes long distance. Another great feature of UT Phone's customers really like is that it includes repair service. That's right, any repairs at no additional charge. With many telephone services charging $40 to $50 per month, it makes sense to switch your service to UT Phone. This service is a federal program that is provided through the Universal Service Fund. There is only one per household, so make it UT Phone's home phone service for $1.95. Give us a call at 800-996-0098. Again, call 800-996-0098.
I've made up my mind.
Welcome back to Senior World Radio. I'm Glenn Howard. Today I'm down here in Moore, Oklahoma at the Brand Senior Center, getting a chance to visit with some wonderful seniors and listen to some of their stories. You ought to just go into some of these senior centers, get a chance to sit down, talk to people, get to visit with them. They're incredible folks, and right now I want you to meet a few more of them.
Your name is?
It's Silvia Becher.
And you are originally from?
Ecuador.
Ecuador.
Guayaquil, Ecuador.
How in the world did you get to Oklahoma?
Well, I was singer. I sang in television for 25 years. I travel overseas around the world. In the television, I play my records. I make shows in television. I have my contracts, in different countries. Even in Florida, Miami. I went to Japan. I went to Russia. I went to all countries in South America for 25 years. I was in a Zona del Canal from Panama.
From Panama, okay.
Yeah, I get married there.
I see.
My husband was a military in the army.
So that's the way you became an American. You married an American GI.
One hockey.
Moved to Oklahoma.
Yes.
And made this your home. Tell me a little bit about your music. What type of music did you do?
Well, my genre was romantic music. Yeah, I sing Italian, Portuguese, Spanish.
Okay. You mentioned romantic music. Tell me a little bit more about style. I'm not focusing exactly on what you would do. What type of music?
Music, Frank Sinatra,
Okay.
Music romantic.
Okay.
This is my genre.
Frank Sinatra in Spanish, huh?
Oh, yeah, in English too. I sing English a little bit, yes.
I see. Somebody told me that you've done some television shows here in the Oklahoma City area.
Yeah, in Channel 4 television, in Channel 32. I have interview, I listen to, I have my music there.
Interesting.
Shows.
So how long have you been coming to the Brand Center here?
Well, I live in Oklahoma.
Uh-huh.
I'm 45 years.
You've been in Oklahoma 45 years?
Yes.
How long have you been coming here to the Brand Center with these people?
Here, almost 1 year.
1 year. Seems like to be a very exciting place to be with friends and get a lot of chance to talk.
I enjoy it, really.
You get very many who can speak Spanish with you. Is Spanish, I presume, is your native tongue?
Well, here,
Yeah.
I don't see nobody in Spanish here. I be the only one. It's okay. Yeah, I have communication with him.
Of course, I think in Oklahoma there's a very large community of Spanish-speaking people, primarily from Mexico, I guess.
Yeah, well, I'm, it's very hard sometimes because in Mexico we speak, how we explain? South America, they speaking Spanish from Castilla. They had their own dialect. Mexican people, they had their own dialect.
Mm-hmm.
All countries, different countries, they different dialects. Even Argentina, Chile, Ecuador, there's no same. We're speaking Spanish, but different, a lot of things, different.
So when you hear somebody speaking Spanish, you can probably tell what country they're actually from.
Yes.
Interesting.
I recognize it, yes.
Well, I appreciate so much you're taking a few minutes to visit with me.
Yes.
We're just meeting a few people down here at the Brand Center, and
yes.
Thank you so much. I'd love to hear you sing someday.
Oh, yes, I will like one day. I sing in my church now.
Oh, you do? Where?
Yes, it's a Camino de Santidad. They're here in Moore.
Okay.
Between Moore and Oklahoma City.
Do you have any tapes or albums out?
Well, I had my tapes, in my music, I write my songs too, myself.
You write your own songs?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I appreciate so much you're sharing that with me. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate
Good
you.
to visit with you.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
Thank you. Anybody around this table want to talk to me a little bit?
Talk to you? Who are you?
I'm Glenn Howard, KTOK Senior World Radio. Do you ever listen to KTOK?
I listen to NPR mostly.
I see. Okay. One of those kind, a liberal kind, I guess.
No. I like the music. I like jazz on there. They have good jazz.
Okay.
They have good classical music.
Hey, I noticed a while ago you were passing out donuts to everybody.
Yes, sir. There's still some more up there.
Tell me, where does that come from? And that seems to be almost as much a treat as the meal around here.
It is. Why do you want to know?
Well, I was just curious to know what's going on around here. We're down here to visit with some of the people in the Brand Center.
Oh, okay.
How long have you been here?
3.5 years.
Yeah, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Okay. How do you wind up getting to be the donut server?
It was dumped on me. No, I started doing it on Thursdays.
Uh-huh.
And this is Tuesday. We get them on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Okay.
Well, the guy doing them Tuesday wanted to quit, so.
So you wound up with the job?
Twice a week.
Tell me, what's your background? What kind of business were you in?
I was a truck driver.
Truck driver. Cross country or local?
Cross country. Worked for Arnold Transportation.
Okay. It would probably get to be a lonely job after a few years of on the road all the time, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lonely, but I loved it. I loved it.
Is it more your home?
No. Well, now it is.
Where are you from?
I'm from West Virginia.
West Virginia?
By God, smile when you say it.
How in the world did a West Virginian get lost out here in Oklahoma?
Well, I had a marriage that was going to the pot, so I come out here because my sister was out here.
Hi, your name is?
The first name is Charles C.
Charles C.
Like a man's name, Charles, with a middle initial C.
Right.
And this is my husband.
Okay.
And he did 21 years in the Air Force.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So how long have you been coming to the Brand Center?
How long have we been coming?
What do you think of the Brand Center?
Well, I think it's wonderful.
In what way? The food or the fellowship or what?
The fellowship. The fellowship. You can get food anywhere. You can't. You come in. Some days it's better than others. But hey, my rule of thumb: if I don't cook it, it's gourmet food.
There you go. I like that.
But he was in the Air Force for 21 years.
You ever serve overseas?
He was in Vietnam.
Okay. I don't guess you were with him on that leg, though, were you?
No. Let's see. They changed Germany and France.
You were where?
Germany and France.
I was with him in Germany and France.
You were with him in Germany and France.
My first child was born in France.
Oh, really? Okay. Tell me a little bit about the activity around here. What do you find at the Brand Center that you enjoy doing?
Well, I enjoy watching them play dominoes. I can play in a pinch, but I'd rather watch. People?
So just the fellowship of being together with friends.
And people come and they'll, if you haven't been here for a while, they'll call, see if something's going on, or come in and hug each other, and it's like family.
Oh, that's great.
It's like family.
Being in the Air Force, what were you, a pilot, or what did you do in the Air Force?
Well, the first 5 years I was a cop, and the next 5 years I was air conditioned refrigerator. Next 15 years.
Yeah, but all in the Air Force, huh?
All in the Air Force.
Very good. What did you do after you retired from it?
I went to work with the post office.
Okay.
20 years there and retired again.
20 years in the post office. Very good. Well, I'm glad to meet you guys, and so enjoy talking to people down here at the Brand Center. Appreciate you taking a little bit of time with me. Thanks now.
Well, like I said, we've been to other centers, and it's nothing like this one.
That's good.
Whoever set it up should be proud of it.
I think the people are enjoying it. Thank you so much. Hey, I like your T-shirt. I'm retired, but I work part-time. What do you work part-time at?
Pain in the butt.
There you go. I know what it is, but is that's the occupation you got now, huh?
Well, that goes to work on my wife and him and him.
How long have you been coming to the Brand Center?
Do what?
How long have you been coming here to the Brand Center?
What, 10 years?
You've been around for a while.
I've been around forever.
Okay. Tell me about yourself. What's your background? What'd you do? What'd you retire from?
I retired with Boeing. I was final 3 years, I was finance manager of the AWACS program. Before that, I come down here as procurement manager for them, with the first AWACS they delivered, same day.
Were you in the service before that?
World War II.
World War II, serving where?
North Atlantic.
Okay. Air Force?
Well,
that had been the Army Air Corps at that time.
Yeah, it was Air Transport Command.
Okay. So how did you wind up in Moore?
I spent 37 years with Boeing, and they had me all over.
Well, I appreciate you taking a moment to talk with me. We're just meeting a few people down here in the Brand Center and finding out a little bit about them, and appreciate your time.
We drank coffee at all the restaurants in Moore.
They kicked us out of most.
You do what?
They kicked us out of most of them until we found this place.
So you're a coffee drinker that goes from place to place, huh? I've heard about the Old Men's Coffee Coffee Club.
Well, we're the top of the hill gang.
And your name is?
Jess McLeod.
Jess, what's your background? What'd you do?
Well, I've worked for 33 years for the Postal Service.
Okay. Good old post office guy.
And I've been retired 33 years, so I'm getting my money back.
There you go. So how long have you been coming down here to the Brand Center?
As long as he has. We all came over here together. They had a little cafe over there on Broadway, my favorite place.
Yeah.
And we drank coffee in there when we moved over here, so we all came together.
Are you enjoying retirement?
I've enjoyed it for 33 years.
Think it's a pretty good deal, huh?
It's a heck of a deal.
And I think having friends and the fellowship around here makes it even more enjoyable.
You can come over here and just kind of relax, and if you've got any problems, they go away.
There you go. Are you a Corps veteran, or you just wear the hat?
No, sir. I've got it earned.
How long have you served there?
I was in there a year and a half.
Year and a half.
In Korea.
Okay.
In service 3.5.
And your name is?
Gene Green.
Gene, so you in Korea, what, Army?
Regular Army.
You were one of the guys that carried the guns and walked in the trenches?
Sir. No? Sir.
What'd you do?
I got out of that. I was in electronics.
Okay.
Whoever they had communication problems, they sent my group there to take care of it.
I see.
So we wasn't in one place or with any one person or body. We're just constantly moving from one place to the other, whichever one needed help. That's where we were.
Well, I was one of those guys that I was too young for Korea and too old for Vietnam, so I kind of fell in between there. But last time I was in Korea, that was a pretty neat place anymore. You've been there since the...
No, I haven't. I've just seen pictures. I wouldn't recognize where I was if I was over there.
And tell me again, your name is?
Gene Green.
Gene, so nice to visit with you, and just good to meet some of the guys down here at Brand Center.
Talking about this coffee group.
Yeah.
When I got into it, I was the 12th person.
Oh, really?
And
see, we were all Methodists.
Okay.
He's the lone Baptist.
I see.
Got to have somebody.
So a bunch of Methodists and one Baptist.
Got to have somebody to keep these guys in line.
So has the number dropped from the 12 down to the 3, or just only part of you here today?
Just mostly part of us here today, but there's been at least 4 have passed away, though.
I see. Well, Gene, listen, I appreciate so much visiting with you. Gentlemen, enjoy talking to you.
Thank you.
Well, time's all up. We've got to get out of here. Thanks so much for having joined us today. It's been a lot of fun down here visiting with some of our seniors. Listen, if you've got people you'd like to recommend to us to interview, to have on the wonderful world of seniors, give me a phone call. My telephone number is 877-875-0990. One more time. That number is 877-875-0990. We'll get down and talk with them and get their story on the air. Hey, we got to go. Thanks so much for joining me. We'll be back again this same time next week. And until then, be kind to everybody you meet. Do something good for somebody, especially yourself. We'll see you next week at this same time. Bye-bye now.
I'm on the top of the world looking down on creation, and the only explanation I